Catechists of children have to recognize that their role is in service to the primary catechist, which is the parents. The church is clear on this. Parents are the primary catechists of their children, of their own children, and they are in fact not capable of fully delegating that to anyone else. They can delegate aspects of it, right? The purpose of a parish catechetical program is to provide a systematic formation, a systematic presentation of the entire deposit of the faith. Some parents will do that at home. Some parents will delegate that to us to do the systematic approach, but no parent, no matter how poorly formed themselves, can ever fully delegate their role as their kid's primary catechist. And so it's important for us as catechists of children to recognize that and to know that that's the context in which we operate. Our job is to support parents in passing on the faith to their own children. It is not our job to take their place and to say, well, the parents aren't doing it, and so I have to. You can't. You cannot replace a parent. It's impossible. And so it's important to recognize that. Um, so parishes and dioceses need to be creative in the way that we organize catechesis in ways that respect and complement God's natural design for parents to be the primary educators, and we've got to call them into that role, help them do that, form them into that. That's beyond the capacity of an elementary grade classroom catechist, right? You're not going to be necessarily the one who's out there transforming the culture of the parents at the parish. But it's important to recognize where you're situated, where your role is situated within that movement. Again, going back to the directory for catechesis here is very clear in paragraph 124 about this. It says, believing parents with their daily example of life have the most effective capacity to transmit the beauty of the Christian faith to their children. And so enabling families to take up their role as active agents of the family apostolate calls for an effective evangelization and catechesis inside the family. And we have to find ways, the church says the greatest challenge is to overcome the mentality of delegation that is so common. Far too often we foster that mentality of delegation, right? Give us your children, we will do the catechetical thing, and we'll hand them back to you as ready for the sacraments or as having completed fourth grade or whatever the case may be. We've got to recognize the most effective way to transmit the faith to these children is through their parents. And we are supporting that most effective way. Right? We're giving this the systematic approach to the faith that most of them aren't going to do at home. But we're doing that in support of parents passing on the faith to their children. As catechists, we are quasi-official representatives. I guess if you've been commissioned or instituted as a catechist, you are an official representative of the church whose job is to provide that organized, systematic approach to catechesis. So you're kind of serving both ends there, right? You're serving the institutional church whose job is to be teacher and mother of all the faithful of all the world. And you're also serving that role of primary catechist parents rooted in the sacrament of matrimony to be the primary educators of their own children.